I contacted another career coach and we had a conversation, which I call my midnight miracle conversation, because he asked me a question. He said, I want you to imagine that you go home tonight and you have your evening, as you always do, and then you go to bed. And while you're asleep, a miracle happens. So when you wake up in the morning, what would tell you that this miracle had occurred? And I said, well, I wouldn't be in this job anymore. And I talked about going upstairs in my house to this sun-filled attic office. I was designing training. I was having meetings about rolling out the training program. I was having one-to-one coaching sessions. I met a friend for lunch. After work, I went running in Jesmond Dean, and I came home to a big hug from Callum, and Dave was in the kitchen cooking. And this was particularly fantastical at the time because I lived in London. Jesmond Dean was in Newcastle, which is where Dave and I had first met. And Callum lived in Edinburgh and didn't hug anybody. He was 11. He was allergic to hugging anyone, let alone his future stepmother. And I went home, and while we've been having this conversation, Eric had actually taken notes. And I went home with a copy of these notes and I gave them to Dave, who was my fiance at the time. And I walked out and he read the notes and he just came running and went, shall we move to Newcastle? So we moved to Newcastle after we got married. And cut another long story short, 12 years later, when we were relocating again, I was packing up my attic office. And I came across these notes and everything had come true.